Robert West, and we were talking earlier about getting your equipment ready. And so there's going to be little snippets of videos and talking about that and the reasons why we do everything that we do. So we're going to get ready to go back out in the field, as I mentioned before. We want to make sure all of our equipment is ready, including the camera that I'm filming this on. So I've already routined the camera, I've kind of cleaned up my wall and added a little bit of lighting. It's just not meant to be. When I travel as a booth, I have about 20 bags. Tents, tables, chairs, tripods, flags, whatever it happens to be. So over this entire weekend, I'm going to take 2 days and I'm going to go through every bag. And I'm going to open up every pocket and make sure that there's nothing left in them. I'm going to pull things like this business card that it hasn't been good in 3 years. I'm going to pull out my wireless microphone and hook them up to the camera and make sure that they'll start working. Now, I never used it last year. Never. And so I even questioned bringing it because I haven't been in a situation yet where I've needed it. And then I'm going to go back through, I'm going to look through all the pockets and make sure that my pens are still good and that I still have, items that I think are of value. And I am not kidding you when I say what I think you should do is empty all these. It makes sense to go through these bags when you're done to look at all your data cards. Make sure you got everything off of them, starting clean for next year, making sure that you have your brushes for your cameras. And we're going to go through this on every bag. And I'm just going to kind of videotape it as it goes along. But the idea of the thing is to make sure that when all the bags go back up on the shelf so you can pull them off and load them in the car, everything you need to do your booth is there. And something else. The first 2 shows that I'm doing this year are not in an outside booth, they're in an inside booth. So not only am I going to pull all this stuff and put it back together, but then the next day I'm going to recreate in this studio here my 10 by 10 booth, and I have 10 by 10 carpet down already and a back wall. And I'm just gonna build my booth again and make sure it's all ready to go for my next 2 shows. So I'm good to go. So follow along if you want. This is probably going to